Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of once again another awesome episode of our favorite horror anthology show, The Terror Infamy. They just dropped a new episode a few minutes ago. I just got done watching it. And once again, it was a doozy. And before I go on, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled episode review. If you're not caught up on the Terror Infamy by this episode or the past few episodes, don't keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers. So, you have been warned. That being said, let's jump right in. Oh, wow. Another sucker punch to the gut episode. Although this one was a bit more satisfying because of the outcome of a certain character, Major Bowen. I was a little suspicious that he was going to hurt, kill, possibly even rape Amy throughout this episode based on the way he was being overly polite to her. And it's like he was going to reveal to her he knew at some point she had tried to get him fired or get him in trouble for catching his confession on tape. And obviously that came to pass, where it seemed pretty clear that he was most likely going to, if he wasn't going to kill her, he was definitely going to physically abuse her, possibly sexually abuse her. But then she was able to distract him long enough to break herself free, with talk of the Yurei, and you can tell it really unnerved him because he knew that there was a good chance the Yurei was real, and he was obviously quite bothered with her talking and preaching about it, about how it's been around camp and how it's possessed him and it might possess her. And it was just enough what she needed to distract him, also thanks to the flickering lights, to walk him over with her chair that she was tied to and then to drown him. I was like, yes, way to go, Amy. She put that bastard, right in his place and gave him exactly what he deserved. He had been a prick for a while, and now we finally don't have to deal with him anymore. He's dead, and the war, as we know it, the audience knows, the war's coming to an end. But, they still have their problems with the Yurei. But at least Bowen is finally out of the picture. So good on Amy. This episode was once again a great reminder, even though the Yurei had a small role in this episode, that, human nature is truly more terrifying than any monster. And that's what the character of Major Bowen, I think, was meant to represent. Just how ugly and insidious people can be under the worst of circumstances. Whether they were a good person or a bad person before these circumstances, the point is that they act, when they act evil, they tend to become evil. And that's what happened to Bowen. And I'm just glad that Amy was able to get her way out of this without any help from anyone else, because I thought to myself, what if the Yurei somehow magically made its way back from New Mexico to California because it sensed Amy was in trouble? But then we wouldn't want to make the Yurei a hero. The Yurei is our villain of the story, so that would make a whole lot of sense. But I'm like, how's she going to get out of this? Oh, okay, that works. I'll accept that. And now we have even a bigger picture as to why the Yurei is really after Chester. It's not necessarily after Chester, but it's more after Luz, and it's because she's once again pregnant. Although I'm a little confused if it's from when she and Chester hooked up earlier in the episode, because I felt like that was just a night or two ago. So how she could know she was pregnant, I'm not sure, unless it was meant to imply there was a minor time jump between the time they woke up in bed together and the time they got married, which I thought was really sweet. That was a nice gesture that they got to get married, even though his family wasn't there. It's nice to see that her family was so welcoming. Although, when that woman was holding on to Chester for a while, hugging him, I thought, oh God, yep, the Yureis possessed this poor old woman, and sure enough, it did the neck crunch thing, and there it was. Ugh. But damn, what a good episode. Goodbye, Bowen. Good riddance to him. Well done, Amy. You did everybody a big favor there. And we're one step closer to like hopefully defeating Yurei now that Luz and Chester are on a united front, and that Luz is finally in the loop and she finally knows what's been going on with Chester for the past couple of years, despite all the trauma of losing their sons and their breaking up, getting back together. Now she knows about the more spooky elements to the past couple of years, and she's in the loop. And unfortunately, they came to the conclusion that her father's is probably dead because of the Yurei, and now they can put on a united front now that they're together, and they really have to put on a fight now because Yurei is obviously after their unborn child. So, and we only have 2 episodes left, you guys. 2 episodes of this season, and these are the final 2 episodes, not because of the season, but because of this particular storyline, because this is an anthology show, which means that this storyline is going to wrap up within the next 2 episodes. So stay on your toes for that. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode review. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions of what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Were you happy to see Bowen go? I sure as hell was. Hats off to an awesome, creepy performance by the awesome C. Thomas Howell and everybody else in this episode, but especially him. No one could make us hate a bigger prick than him. All right, guys, have a great rest of your night. Thanks again for watching, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.